The Galactic Symposium and the Curious Humans. Day 1. As the Grand Galactic Symposium commenced, I, a representative of the Avon, found myself seated near the humans. Their table was a mere 7 feet away, and from this distance, an odd aroma wafted towards me. It was peculiar how such a scent could go unnoticed by the humans themselves. After the meeting, I bravely approached one of the humans as a gesture of goodwill. When he spoke, the smell intensified. I struggled to hide my discomfort but eventually pointed it out. The human seemed perplexed and mentioned brushing his teeth that morning, a concept alien to me. I resolved to limit my interactions with these peculiar beings. Day 2. During the day session, a human stood to object to emotion. My attention, however, was drawn to his actions rather than his words. He was sketching in a notebook with a primitive tool. Curiosity got the better of me, and I pretended to take a bathroom break to see his work. To my astonishment, he had created a detailed drawing of the current speaker. Intrigued, I spent the evening researching human art. It turns out that humans excel at multitasking, particularly when it comes to doodling. This newfound respect for their artistic talents didn't diminish my general disdain for them, though. Day 3. Today, I noticed a human speaking while balancing on 2 legs. Remarkably, he even used his foot to scratch his other leg while continuing his speech. During recess, I watched videos of humans performing balancing acts with heavy objects, often while engaging in other tasks. This led me to research the human inner ear, discovering it played a crucial role in their balance. Despite my growing fascination, my dislike for their presence remained. Day 4. While the human scent still bothered me, I found myself somewhat accustomed to it. One human's rhythmic foot tapping caught my attention, and I realized he was creating music. Intrigued, I spent lunch listening to human music and approached the drummer human afterward. As he passionately spoke about his hobbies, a connection formed between us. However, disaster struck when he choked on his water, spluttering it all over me. Panic ensued, and I feared an attack, but the human quickly apologized, explaining it was an accident. My hatred for humans, initially softened by their intriguing abilities, returned with a vengeance. Despite their skills, they remained unpredictable and baffling creatures. The Xenobiological Exchange and the Quirky Humans. Day 1. At the prestigious Xenobiological Exchange, my fellow Draco and I found ourselves seated near the humans. The scent from their table, a mere 9 feet away, was overwhelming. How could any predator survive with such an odor? After the day's meeting, I approached one of the humans, trying to be polite. When he spoke, the smell intensified. Despite my efforts to subtly hint at it, the human assured me he had brushed his teeth. Confused, I decided to avoid close encounters with them in the future. Day 2. A human objected to emotion today, but my attention was on his actions. He was drawing in a notebook with a simple tool. Pretending to stretch, I glanced at his work and was amazed by the detailed sketch of the current speaker. Curiosity piqued, I spent the evening exploring human art. I discovered their remarkable multitasking abilities, particularly in doodling. This didn't change my overall opinion, but I couldn't deny their talent. Day 3. During today's session, a human stood and began speaking while balancing on 2 legs. He even scratched his leg with his foot while maintaining his speech. During lunch, I watched videos of humans performing balancing acts with various objects, often while doing other tasks. Researching the human inner ear revealed its importance in their balance. My fascination grew, but so did my disdain. Day 4. The human scent still bothered me, but I was getting used to it. One human's rhythmic foot tapping caught my attention, and I realized he was making music. Intrigued, I spent my break listening to human music and approached the drummer human afterward. We connected over his passion, but then he choked on his water, spraying it on me. I panicked, thinking it was an attack. The human quickly apologized, explaining it was an accident. Despite their talents, humans remained unpredictable and frustrating. My initial admiration for their skills was overshadowed by their baffling nature. Day 5. Today, my curiosity about humans was further piqued when I observed one engaging in an intricate debate. This human seemed particularly adept at countering arguments, employing logic and rhetoric with a finesse I had not previously attributed to their species. It was as if their verbal combat skills were as developed as their physical ones. After the session, I approached the human, this time ignoring the scent that had become almost familiar. We engaged in a conversation about debate techniques, and I discovered that humans place great value on critical thinking and public speaking skills. This made me reflect on my own species' methods and how we could learn from their argumentative prowess. Day 6. The human's unpredictability continued to amaze me. During today's session, a human representative brought out a small colorful object and began manipulating it with his fingers while still participating in the discussion. Intrigued, I asked what he was doing. He explained it was a Rubik's Cube, a puzzle that humans use to test and improve their cognitive abilities. Fascinated, I spent the evening researching these puzzles and other human cognitive exercises. It became clear that humans have a unique approach to mental challenges, often turning them into recreational activities. This blend of fun and mental exercise was something I found both bizarre and admirable. Day 7. By now, my disdain for humans had evolved into a reluctant respect. Their peculiar habits and abilities were not just quirks but reflections of a deeply adaptable and innovative species. Today, I witnessed a human perform what they called yoga during a break. This practice involved a series of complex postures and movements that seemed designed to enhance physical and mental well-being. Curiosity got the better of me once more, and I asked about this practice. The human explained the benefits of yoga for flexibility, strength, and mindfulness. This holistic approach to health was unlike anything I had encountered in my own culture, and I couldn't help but wonder if integrating such practices could benefit us as well. Day 8. My interactions with humans had transformed from mere observation to genuine engagement. Today, I shared a meal with one of them despite my initial repulsion. During our conversation, I learned about their diverse culinary practices and the significance of food in their culture. They had a dish called sushi, which involved raw fish and rice artfully prepared and presented. Trying the food was a daring step, but it opened my eyes to the humans' rich cultural heritage and their appreciation for aesthetics in every aspect of life. The flavors were unlike anything I had ever tasted, and I began to see the humans not just as peculiar beings, but as a species with a profound sense of art and creativity. Day 9. Today, a human scientist presented a groundbreaking study on interstellar travel. Their innovative approach to faster-than-light travel using a concept called wormholes was something our scientists had been grappling with for decades. The human's presentation was not only insightful but also showed a level of humility and openness to collaboration that was rare in such competitive fields. Inspired by this, I initiated a dialogue between our scientific communities, hoping to foster a partnership that could benefit both species. The humans' willingness to share knowledge and their collaborative spirit were qualities I had not anticipated, and they left a lasting impression on me. Day 10. The final day of the symposium arrived, and I found myself reflecting on my journey from disdain to admiration. Humans, with their strange habits and remarkable abilities, had taught me more than I could have imagined. As we concluded our discussions and prepared to depart, I approached the human representative I had initially found so off-putting. "Your species is indeed a curious one," I admitted, "but I have learned much from you. Perhaps our differences are what make us stronger together." The human smiled, a gesture I had come to recognize as one of warmth and camaraderie. "Likewise," he said, "it's through understanding and cooperation that we can achieve great things. I look forward to our continued collaboration." As we parted ways, I realized that the humans, with all their eccentricities, had left an indelible mark on me. They had challenged my preconceptions and broadened my perspective, reminding me that even the most unlikely of allies could become invaluable partners in the vast expanse of the galaxy. Title: The Xenobiological Exchange and the Quirky Humans. Day 5. Today, the human representative brought a strange object to the session. It was called a fidget spinner, and he used it to focus during discussions. I found this both amusing and perplexing. When I asked about it, he explained that it helped with concentration and stress relief. Curious, I tried the fidget spinner and found it oddly calming. This led me to research human stress relief methods, which ranged from simple toys to complex meditation practices. It was fascinating how humans had developed various tools and techniques to manage their mental health. Day 6. During the session, a human shared a personal story about overcoming adversity. Their resilience and determination were evident, and it struck a chord with many delegates. This human's ability to turn personal challenges into motivational narratives was something my species could learn from. After the session, I spoke with the human about their culture's emphasis on storytelling and personal growth. This conversation opened my eyes to the power of narrative and how it can inspire and unite people. It was a profound lesson in the strength of the human spirit. Day 7. Today, I observed a human using a device called a smartphone to multitask during the session. They were taking notes, sending messages, and even researching topics in real time. The efficiency and versatility of this technology were impressive. Intrigued, I spent the evening exploring human technology and its applications. From smartphones to advanced AI, humans had integrated technology seamlessly into their daily lives. This blend of innovation and practicality was something I admired and hoped to incorporate into my own work. Day 8. During a break, a human invited me to join a game of chess. This strategic board game required deep thinking and planning. As we played, I was struck by the complexity and intellectual challenge it presented. The human skill and strategic thinking were remarkable. Playing chess with a human made me appreciate their cognitive abilities and the value they placed on intellectual pursuits. It was a reminder that beneath their peculiarities, humans possessed a depth of intelligence and creativity that was truly extraordinary. Day 9. Today, a human demonstrated a virtual reality (VR) experience. This immersive technology allowed users to explore different environments and scenarios. I tried it and was transported to a serene forest. The experience was so vivid that it felt real. This encounter with VR technology highlighted the human innovative spirit and their ability to create new worlds and experiences. It was a testament to their creativity and technological prowess, further deepening my respect for them. Day 10. The final day of the xenobiological exchange was a time for reflection and closure. Over the course of the symposium, my initial disdain for humans had transformed into a deep appreciation for their unique qualities. They were a species of contradictions, capable of remarkable innovation and creativity yet prone to unpredictability. As I bid farewell to the human representative, I expressed my gratitude for the insights and experiences I had gained. "Your species has taught me much," I said. "Our differences are a source of strength, and I look forward to future collaborations." The human smiled warmly. "It's been an honor. Together we can achieve great things." As I departed, I realized that the humans, with all their quirks and talents, had changed me. They had broadened my horizons and shown me the value of understanding and cooperation in our shared quest for knowledge and progress in the galaxy.